we are solving some problems under application concept. Here is the one. Two converging lenses are to be placed in the path of parallel rays so that the rays remains parallel after passing through both the lenses. How should the lenses be arranged? Explained with a neat ray diagram. Two convergent light lenses. There is a two convergent lenses present. So they have the focal length. First lens is f1, second lens is f2. This is the focal length of the two lenses. Okay. Place path. So that what is the here is the first converging lens, that is biconvex lens. These are the parallel beam of light rays. So these parallel beam of light rays of the refraction passing through a point, we know that the point is called focus. That point is called focus, and here this distance is called, this is the optic center, this distance is called focal length f1. So this is lens 1. For this lens 1 focal length, at this focal length, at the focus get the image. Now you keep another lens, and for this lens, here this is the optic center, and again this focus is acting as image forming at the focus, is acting as an object. So image at the focus due to first lens acts as an object to the second lens. So this is the source of light for the second one. So now these light rays incident angle, so that these refracted rays are parallel. Again, these refracted rays are parallel. So what is the answer we can write? This length is called focal length of the second lens. So here what to say, two convergent lenses are to be placed at the path of parallel rays so that the rays remains parallel after passing through the both lenses. How should lenses be arranged? The lenses be arranged at a distance equal to the sum of the focal length of the two lenses. The two lenses must be arranged at a distance equal to the sum of the focal length of the two lenses. Can you say the two lenses should be arranged at a distance equal to the sum of the focal lengths, that is f1 and f2 of two lenses. So that, so understand here is the image formed by the first lens is acting as an object to the second lens. Image at the focus due to the first lens acts as an object to the second lens. So therefore, the two lenses should be arranged at a distance equal to the sum of the focal lengths of two lenses. foci of the two lenses, that is f1 and f2. Okay, this is the answer. You can write the first one. Now next problem. The focal length of converging lens is 20 centimeters and 2 centimeter height object is 60 centimeters from the lens. Where will the image be formed and what kind of image is this, and also find the height of the image. These are the points. Focal length of the convergent lens is 20 centimeters. Focal length of convergent is 20 centimeters. So 2 centimeter height object. So object height is equal to 2 centimeters and the object is 16 centimeters from the lens. So distance of the object is 60 centimeters. So it is a minus. So what the image is formed? Let us see this one. So by using this, we can write the lens formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by minus v. That is equal to, or 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. 1 by u is a formula. So therefore 1 by v is equal to 1 by 20 minus 1 by 60. So you can write the result is 60, 3 minus 1, 2 by 60. Then v is equal to 60 by 2, 30 centimeters. So focal length is 20 centimeters, object is 60, distance of the image is 30 centimeters. So image distance is less than object distance. Object distance less than object distance. So therefore the image is diminished, smaller size. Real image, inverted image. Real image, inverted image. So this you can, and this is the image of the image. Second point, real inverted image. And the second one, also find the height of the image. Height of image you find out for that, we can add magnification formula. Height of the image by height of the object is equal to distance of the image by distance of the object. By using this formula, this is equal to what? Magnification. So therefore, height of the image is equal to height of the object into distance of image by distance of the object. So therefore, height of the image is equal to height of the object is 2 centimeters into distance image 30 centimeters. Distance object is 60 centimeters. So therefore, you can write is equal to height of the image is equal to 60 by 60 is equal to 1 centimeter. So height of the image is 1 centimeter. Height of image is 1 centimeter. That is the answer you can write. So this way, focal length is given, height of the object and distance of the object. So by using lens formula, this formula is called lens formula. By using lens formula, 1 by f is 1 by v minus 1 by u. We can take this one, 1 by v is 1 by f minus 1 by 1 by u. So 1 by v is equal to 1 by 20 minus 1 by 60. Then 3 minus 1 by 60 is 2 by 60. So therefore v is equal to minus, you can get minus 30 centimeters. So image is equal to s, distance of the image. Image distance is less than the object distance s. Image distance is less than the object distance. Image distance. Image distance p less than object distance u. So therefore the image is diminished, real inverted image. So height of the image is equal to 1.0 centimeters. So to find the height of the image, now you can say height of the image by height of the object is distance image or distance of the object. You can get height of the image, you can calculate by using this equation, you can get the 1 centimeter. Right, now go to the next problem. A double convex lens has two surfaces of equal radii r. Refractive index is 1.5. Find the focal length f. This is answer. So, a double convex lens has two surfaces. So, here is the double convex lens. So, this is the double convex lens. It has two surfaces S1 and S2. S1 surface radius of curvature is R1. S2 radius curvature is R2. So R1 is equal to R2, that is equal to R. Just you can see. Now, and refractive index N is 1.5. So you can write the take curved surface formula. Curved surface formula. So according to curved surface formula, 1 by f is equal to n2 by v minus n1 by u is equal to n2 minus n1 by r. Or you can write from this equation 1 by f is equal to, from this equation, n minus 1 by r. So by using this, 1 by f is equal to 1.5 minus 1.0 by r. So here is a one more point you must keep in mind, into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This formula you can take. So from this equation you can take the 2r into 2 by r can get it. Here you get it 1 plus 1 2. LCM is r. So in this equation, okay, so in this equation you can take this one, 1 by r minus 1 by r. So that is equal to n minus 1 into 1 plus 1 by r. So therefore you can write the answer is here into 2 by r. So f is equal to r into 1.0 by 2. that is equal to R into 0.56 by 2 is equal to R into 2 times 5 by 20 R by 1 by f1, 1 by f is n2 n1, n2 is equal to n2 minus n1, so n1 n minus 1, 1 by r minus 1 by r2, and plus minus, so therefore the right 1 into 1 plus 1 by r. 1 by f is 1.5 minus 0 into 2 by r. So what we will write? F is equal to r is equal to r by 1.5 1 into 2. So you can write here is r by 1.2 is equal to 1. Therefore is equal to r. So f is equal to r, radius of the curvature. So here is the r1 is equal to r2 is equal to r. Focal curved surface formula, not curved surface, is the lens maker's formula. So take it. Lens maker's formula. They are called lens maker's formula. 1 by f is 1 n by v minus n1 by u is n2 minus n1 by 1 r1 plus r2. That is r1 minus r2. So there 1 by f is equal to n minus 1 into 1 by r plus 1 by r. That is equal to n minus 1 into 1 plus 1 by r. LCM r also is r 1 plus 1. So 1 by f is equal to 1 5 minus 1 into 2 by r. So f is equal to r by 1.5 minus 1 into 2, that is equal to r by 0.5 into 2 is 1. So 1 by r by 1 is equal to r. Therefore f is equal to r. This is the, we have to calculate the focal length. Here is another one more problem is there. Harsha tells Sidhu that double convex lens behaves like a convergent lens. Double convex, Harsha concept. Double convex lens is a convergent lens. Convergent lens. But Sidhu knows that Harsha's estimate is wrong. So who said? Harsha said it to Sidhu. Sidhu statement is it is wrong. Harsha assertion is wrong. asking some questions. What are the questions asked by Sidhu? 1. What is the nature of surrounding medium? Second point is the refractive index of surrounding medium is less or greater than the refractive index of lens. So these are the questions raised because if the compared to the refractive index of the lens, surrounding medium refractive index is less, it is a convergent. Compare relative to the refractive index of the lens, surrounding medium refractive index is less, it is a convergent lens. If the refractive index of the lens less than the refractive index of the surrounding medium, then it is a divergent lens. So that's why Harsha's statement is a double convex lens is a convergent lens. So that assertion is wrong. So what he given the statement is wrong. Sidhu said. On what basis said is Sidhu? So he asked the questions. Sidhu asked the Harsha, what is the nature of the surrounding medium? Is the refractive surrounding medium is less than or greater than the refractive index of the lens? So these are the questions arising by the Sidhu. This is the answer you can write. Can a virtual image of photograph is a camera? Yes. So virtual image is also acting as an object. The light is reflecting from the image. So therefore it is also acting as, since it is acting as object, the camera can take the photograph. Now next, find the radial curvature of the convex or concave. Find the radius or curvature of the convex or concave lens made up of glass with a refractive index 1.5, focal length 20%. One of the radii of the curvature is double the other. So let us see this problem. Here is the find the radii of curvature of the convexo concave convergent lens. Convexo concave convergent lens. This is the lens. And this lens made of glass with a refractive index 1.5. Refractive index is 1.5. Having a focal length 24. F is equal to 24 centimeters. This is the focal length of the lens. And having a focal, and one of the radial curvature is double the other. So R1 is taken as x centimeters, then R2 is taken as 2x centimeters. This is the double the other. So let us see completely. According to lens maker's formula, so how do you say that lens maker should apply this? Because R1, R2 both are given. If only R is given, take the curved surface formula. But here is a two curved surface, radius curvaceous are there. You can take the lens maker's formula. According 1 by f is equal to n minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So 1 by 24 is equal to n. N means how much? 1.5 minus 1 into 1 by x minus 1 by 2x. So from this equation, so take the LCM. 1 by 24 is equal to 1.5 means 0.5 into LCM is 2x square square. So here is a 2x minus x. So then you can take this equation and sum of this. 24 into 0.5 is a 12. 12 into 2x minus x is equal to 2x square. So we will do 24x minus 12x is equal to 2x square. So then 12x is equal to 2x square. So then x square is equal to 12x by 2, 6x. Then x is equal to 6x. X square is equal to 6x. So by using this, you can calculate this one answer. So here is a, we are getting this formula. Here is a x is equal to a 12 and 6 centimeters. 12 and 6 centimeters, you can get the answers based on this. So now go to this. Suppose you are inside the water in a swimming pool near a edge. A friend is standing on the edge. Do you find your friend taller or shorter than the usual height? So the person who is inside the water observes his friend is somewhat taller than the actual height, because light is traveled from the rarer medium into denser medium. So then the refraction undergoes. So therefore you can write since it is a plane surface. What is a plane surface? We are using the formula 1 by v, not 1, L2 by v is equal to L1 by u. By using this formula we can calculate that the height of the friend who is standing on the edge in the air media appears to the person who is inside the water is taller than the actual height. Suppose asking, if the friend who is standing in the air media at the edge observes his friend who is inside the water, how he find? Is it taller, smaller? So he observes that his friend who is inside the water appears smaller than the actual size. So that you can write the answer is now we continue tomorrow this next class. Some more problems are there, ray diagrams problems. We continue this one. Afterwards you can start the second chapter, that is chemical equations. We will start that tomorrow. Okay.